1, 2, 3, 4.
We're horny for love.
Cheers!
And welcome to Horny For Love, a podcast of two reformed prudes talking about their sexuality.
Botched.
Stop,
Johnny
stop.
Anthony.
We're explaining.
That's not what the thing is.
If you can't tell, we're a little rusty. So this is a podcast about two reformed prudes reclaiming their sexuality in Los Angeles. Boo! Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And you didn't. I said it.
That's right. I couldn't have.
Okay, you may be wondering, who is this radio announcer ready voice? That's me, Andrea Lee Christensen,
What the?
one of your hosts.
You might be wondering who this congested queen is, and that would be your other host, John Anthony.
Okay, and
And
we
we have a guest! Fresh from New York City.
Yeah.
Hello.
And she's British.
And I'm Ginger.
Oh.
Only one of those things is true. Our guest is... No, where's...
Oh.
ALYSSA!
Hi.
My bio sister.
Yeah, I'm only pretend sister, but yesterday in the car they
You
called
were
me
a real
the
The
sister.
fourth
sister.
sister.
You
And-
saw the truth.
Honestly, that's touching to me.
Yeah.
I have a half sister in Australia,
Wow.
and I'd love to talk to her more. Athena, if you're listening.
Athena, if you're listening.
Yeah, let's reconnect, girlie. Okay. Wait, so Alyssa,
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Do you identify as a prude?
I definitely think, yes. I think I'm on my journey of becoming a reformed prude.
Where are you on that journey, though?
You know, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not the prude I once was. I definitely, you know, in high school, I just didn't even know what a boy was. Like, I just
Wait,
wasn't.
when did you lose your virginity?
What?
Our legs are touching. Our legs are touching.
I was 18. It all really like happened fast for me. Slow but fast, you know, like
whoa.
first kiss and everything happened like relatively in the same time as
Were
I
you in
was.
college
Wait.
already?
It was my freshman year of
Who
college.
was it?
Who was it?
I don't want to talk about
Do
that.
I know
Was
who
it a
they are?
boyfriend?
No.
No.
It was all one guy.
It wasn't all at once.
Yeah, but
And
was
no,
one
it wasn't.
guy?
It wasn't. My
Oh.
first kiss was someone else. Like it was all happening really fast. I
Oh my
think.
God.
Wait, you didn't have a first kiss
no,
till college?
Not a real kiss. I know.
That's prude behavior.
No,
Was
I
it a
know.
party?
Yeah, it was so
Oh,
sad. Like
no.
honestly,
Do you even know his name? Who he was?
his name was Will, and I don't want to talk about that.
Wait, did you have feelings for him before you guys
No,
kissed?
like it was so
Oh,
sad.
it was
So like
random.
I was in high school just so not concerned, and I don't regret it. You know, I was
Uh-huh.
really having a great time. I was a girl's girl. You know, I was
Yeah.
just like focused on myself.
Good.
I hadn't come into my own like that yet. And then I blossomed in senior year, but I was like, I want to wait until I really like someone. I've waited this long. Like, there's no point. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like any of these fools.
I love that.
In high school, and honestly, quite a few of my friends, I was around prudes. We were all pretty queens. And then
Prudy Queens! Title up!
Wait, is that our new team name?
Prudy
Pretty
Queens!
And then when I got to college, I was like, it just all fell apart. It was like the first weekend, everything just like really, you know,
Oh.
yeah.
That's how it be.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
literally the first weekend of college.
Yeah, so many things happened.
And how was your first time?
It was fine, you know. It was the first time,
Word.
you know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything special either, and that's sad a little, because as a prude,
you want
prude's-
everything to be
the
special.
prude's argument is like,
Yeah.
oh, you're waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
something
special.
special.
I'm
And
waiting for
then
special.
Suddenly, when special doesn't come, you just were like a prude with no purpose.
And then you're like,
And
I
then-
waited so long
Wait,
that...
wait, but I want to know what kind of prudes you guys were.
I wasn't a prude where I was like, ew, like, or judging, you know, other people. It was just, I was a late bloomer. I don't know that I was
Yeah.
a prude. I think I was just, took a while to blossom.
No, I was...
See,
Yeah.
I was an insecure prude. Like, I was too scared of my own body and somebody judging my body, so
Okay.
that's why I would be prudish.
I was just a closeted prude.
That is
Yeah.
different. I was like,
There's a lot of those out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I was overly confident prude. I was like so
That's
confident with
good.
myself. I was like, these guys are lame.
No, that's fucking rocks.
And I had braces for a really
You
long
had braces in
time.
college?
No.
No,
Like
okay.
Did
throughout
you?
high school.
No, so I got braces late in junior year of high school,
Ooh.
and I had 6 months left, and I was like, I can't
Take them
go
off.
to New York City with braces on. You guys are high. So I made them take them off early, and my teeth had a
They
little
look
gap.
great.
Thank you. I think they settled into my face.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson of love. Isn't it? I don't
Is
know.
it? No.
Sometimes you grow into your face.
Wait, so it's your second? No, you're technically your third time in LA, but
Yeah.
it's been over a year since the last time you were here. How do you feel about Michael being on the podcast more than you so far?
Number one, I find that a little insulting. He's the least interesting sibling. And
Wow.
but I guess for this podcast, he's a great fit because he's really on his single journey and like has these stories to share.
Yeah.
I just feel sad for the viewers because
Well, he was a
I've
bartender last time.
Yeah,
great.
but he just inserted himself
No, he
into that
came
episode.
in. He came in with some good words of advice. You guys are hard on Michael.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's the oldest brother. It's a sibling thing. It's the
Yeah.
dynamics.
You'll get it once you're a fully integrated
Yes,
sister.
that's the
Okay,
thing. On the
perfect.
surface,
Yeah,
I
you don't
think
get it.
Then they can also be mad at family. Because
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
when the siblings, you see them on the surface, it seems very different than when you're integrated into
Yeah,
the
you don't
family.
get it. You don't get
There's
it.
dynamics out
Okay.
there.
There's history.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's her story.
You're right. You're right about
Um,
that. So where are you on your single journey, girly?
Still on it. Still
I remember this
single.
time last year, you were
Yeah.
telling me you felt love was around the corner for me.
False.
It was not.
Alyssa is like the protagonist of a coming of age rom-com.
It's not
That's what
working
you
out.
said about her skin yesterday.
It's not working out.
Her skin is perfect.
It gets me nowhere. In New York City, I really feel like a 5. Like
What,
it's
really?
just,
What?
like I just feel
Why?
so ugly.
Wait,
I don't
no.
feel ugly, but I just feel like
Wanted.
Yeah, no, I just don't feel like I'm like standing out in a room. Like no one's paying
Really?
attention to me. But single journey, I've been dating a lot more. I feel like when I was here last year, I had just moved. I was getting over this guy from college. Like it was
Oh.
dark.
Oh.
But he wasn't your boyfriend?
He wasn't really, no.
So it's situationship.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so I just was like taking my time, and now I've been dating a lot. I've realized you have to it's a numbers game. The more you
It is a
date,
numbers game.
hopefully you'll find one person you like. So I found one person I liked on Hinge after probably 20 Hinge dates that I've been on.
Whoa.
Oh
One
my god.
person
That's hard.
that I liked right away. I was like, wow, this is great. Finally, my
What do you do on
time
a date?
has come.
Usually.
Drinks.
Okay.
Always.
Cool.
First drinks,
Classic.
talk. And I thought I found the one. I was like, wow, love has found me. Like
God is smiling
and yeah,
on
God's
me.
smiling on me. Like we had so much in common. Like the conversation was flowing. We had so many weird connections, and I knew he was in love with me. Like
Whoa.
How old was he? How old was
my
he?
age, same age,
23.
23.
Okay.
I think he was 24, but like same grade.
Okay.
And I knew, like, you see it in his eyes. Like, he was just obsessed. He was like, this is
Okay,
great.
yeah.
Like, I'm obsessed. We had this great first date. We talked for like 4 hours. We never even kissed. Like, it was just like
That's great.
really sweet. And then I went home, and I was so smitten. I went to work the next day. I was like, oh my God. Like,
I just found my
crazy.
boyfriend.
Oh my god.
and he wanted to see me that weekend. We had just
Okay.
seen each other. I was like, wow, like, it's all happening so fast. And we had 4 amazing dates, I thought they were
Wait, when did you
Okay.
kiss?
the second date.
Nice.
A lot of things happened.
With
How was
tongue?
the kiss?
He came back to my apartment on the
Oh,
second
okay.
date. So,
Enough said, enough said.
but
enough
not, no.
Oh, we have to know the details.
I was like, in my head, I was like, wow, this is great. Let's take it slow, not slow, but like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna have sex right away
Oh.
because I wanted to put him in his place. This is,
Oh.
I like asserting my dominance in that way where
Oh my
it
feels
god.
powerful to me that
Dom top. Alyssa Dom top.
I am something that they want, right? And I am in control of when they receive it.
Good for
so
you!
I, like,
That's a lesson that
That's
I
a lesson
had.
of love.
Hold on. That's a lesson lesson I had never learned as a woman until literally November of last year. I didn't know I held the power.
Yes, and it feels good and it's fun. Like it makes it more fun. For me, it's like the build up is one of the best parts early on.
Maybe I need to still learn this lesson that I'm like, that I have something that they could want.
Yes.
Instead of me being like,
They have-
want me.
Yeah.
I know.
Please want me.
See, that's the fundamental difference with John Anthony and I versus you, Alyssa.
Aw.
Is that
Apparently.
we are not viewing ourselds as the
what?
prize.
Yeah, I'm a prize.
We're
You
the
are
prize.
the prize.
And I so often am lowering myself.
Yes!
Don't.
Chasing after men who are not the prize.
They're not, you are.
You're the
My
prize.
Lord.
And it doesn't mean you can't have fun. It's just like
Right.
the ultimate finale. I'm gonna like hold out on that for a second, you know? So
Yeah.
I thought that was well and dandy. He was going along with it. He was having fun with it. He was like, ooh, this is like exciting. Like, when's it gonna happen? I'm like, I don't know.
That's hot.
And so we went on 4 dates. We'd never had sex.
Did you do other stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll spare details.
No, the
And they were like,
audience wants to know.
it's okay.
Yeah.
You can hand gesture to her and I'll look away.
No, it's okay. We did everything but, you know?
Okay. Cool.
And
blowies.
after the 4th date, he just kind of disappeared for a second. I was like,
No.
oh my god, like
The
where did
classic
my
ghost.
boyfriend go?
Ghosting.
Wait, like you would text him and he wouldn't respond? Or?
So we had this. One of the reasons why I really liked him is we wouldn't text every day. I hate that when I'm like just talking to someone.
Mm.
We would just text like in the middle of the week. We'd plan when we were going to see each other, and then all the talking would happen in person. I love that. Like update each other on our weeks. He's not always on his phone. That's something I appreciate about someone. So it was normal at first, you know. We talked right after the 4th date, and then the few days went by, and he like hadn't planned to see me again. I was like, okay, cool. And then more time went by. I was like, oh, okay. So I texted him.
Yeah.
This is where things started going south.
Uh-oh.
No.
I texted him,
He's
the
like,
fuck?
prize who?
and I was like, hey, I planned this really romantic date in my head, and it was gonna be the night in my head.
Yeah.
I don't want Michael to listen to this, but I was staying at his apartment. I was like, oh, cool. I'll invite him over because
And fuck in his bed?
no, I would have
Oh,
never. I
listen.
would have never done that.
I would.
I wouldn't have.
I would.
Yeah, you would have.
I wouldn't have. But he grew up on the same street where Michael lives. Like it was like all coming together. It was like a whole thing.
Okay.
And he like loved the chocolate shop, the chocolate
Yeah.
room. And I was like, oh, we could go to the movies and the chocolate room and just like
Uh-huh.
have a
Okay.
moment. Like,
Is that a
and
bar?
so
No,
no, it's a chocolate,
dessert
a literal
store.
chocolate shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
And he was away for the long weekend allegedly, and I was like, okay, no problem. He's like, I'll let you know when I get back. He never let me know. I was like, okay. So then
Disgusting.
I started getting mad, and I sent a text that I still really stand by. And I was
No.
usually I would just not. I would just let it go.
Right,
Like,
but
whatever.
we're
But
4
this
dates
is-
invested.
we're
at this
4
point.
dates
The love
in,
of your life.
They were 4 substantial dates, and also
Sorry,
I'm
just
like,
snortle.
Snortle.
I was like, fuck that. Like, this is not. I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
I know, I'm
So-
so like that too, for better or for worse.
I just texted him. I was like, hey, it's totally cool if you don't want to see me again, or if you've been
Not
busy.
text.
But it's not cool for you to not answer me.
Oh my god.
And he'd never answered
Oh
that
my.
text
Yeah.
And no.
What?
for a day.
Oh,
Over a day.
And
but
I was
still bad.
so a whole day went by, and I cried that night because I was
Oh.
like, wow, he doesn't even respect me enough to answer.
No.
And then I went out that night.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, there's a lot of stories going
No,
on.
I'm
No,
loving.
okay.
I'm living and I'm living.
Because I was crying, like, honestly, in my bed all day, honestly. I was going through it in other ways, too. It was just, like, all hitting, so I was just crying.
It hit.
And my friend Kat was like, enough, let's go out, let's just get a drink and have dinner. Like, no pressure for you to, like, go crazy,
Right,
but
just
let's
get
get
out of
out of
the
the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, down. I went, I bought myself a new outfit.
Yes.
I got dressed.
Yes.
I was looking great, even though my eyes were a little puffy. We had no plan. We're walking through the West Village. We stroll into this
I'm
restaurant,
scared.
and
Oh my
we
God.
sit down.
Oh my god.
They're like, there's such a long wait, and they're like, you guys can sit at the bar. Just tell everyone you've been waiting since 5 p.m. if anyone asks. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, slay. I'm sitting next to the girl from Bridgerton,
Which
Phoebe, the main girl.
Oh my god.
I'm like, wow.
I'm
okay.
getting so anxious
I'm
right
neither.
now. I'm stressing
Don't
out.
be anxious. And we have this amazing dinner. I'm drinking Aperol Spritz. I'm feeling great. Honestly, so great. And then Kat's like, you want another drink? And I'm like, honestly, sure.
Yes.
We go to this
Yeah.
random bar. we're sitting down at this table, this girl starts talking to us. She's super nice. She's like, you want to come out with me and my friends? We're going to a birthday party. We were like, sure.
What a New York
It
evening.
is such a New York evening.
Yeah.
So we meet up with the friends, and there's this one guy. And I'm like, wait, this is like kind of cute. His name? Steven. I'm like, okay, Steven.
We're naming him, okay. Brave.
From California. This is why it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's visiting for the weekend. His first time in New York.
Love it.
So we're just like talking to each other. You know, we're both kind of outliers in this group. Kat has a boyfriend, so she was just like wing womaning me. And before I knew it, Steven and I were coupled up for the night. Like we were being boyfriend girlfriend, and I was like, "Who's Dean?" Yeah, I said it. His name was Dean, the guy I knew.
Dean from
Dean
New
anyway.
York.
Yeah, Dean from New York. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Dean from New York. You think you can just ghost our girl for one whole
You can't
day?
just ghost her.
Okay, keep going.
So I had Steven, who's a surfer. I'm like, this is my dream. And we kissed
Sugar.
at the bar. He like really, I felt like it was in a fanfic. The way that he kissed me, I won't get into it. I'll tell you.
No,
Okay?
no, get
I'll
into
tell
it.
you. I'll tell
Get
you.
into it.
So he like brought me to the separate room.
Okay.
And then we were just
Okay.
like talking, and I have really bad social anxiety, so
Right.
I don't make eye contact with people. I'll look at their forehead instead of their
Okay.
eyes. It's like
Okay.
a trick
What?
I've developed.
Yeah.
I look slightly up.
Well, that got beat out of us in acting
Yeah, and they
school.
can definitely tell
No,
you're not looking at them.
They can. This
Yeah.
is the story. So earlier that week, 2 people had stopped me and been like, "Is there something in my hair?" I'm like, "No, like I just
Oh
keep
my
bad
god, is that why
contact."
you've done that to me before?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like, I
I
can't.
always feel like you're observing
No.
me.
It's 'cause I'm
It
too
makes me so uncomfortable.
It's because I'm too scared. Like, I have a really hard time talking to people looking in the eye.
Okay.
So he was like, "Is there something in my hair?" And I was like, "No." Like, I'm going through my whole spiel. I'm like, "No, I just like have a..." And he goes, "Well, I'm going to need you to look me in the eyes."
Oh God! Oh God!
And then he just kissed me, and that was like, we were coupled up. He did come home with me, and then he came over the night after that too. Like, he spent the weekend kind of just with me.
That.
What?
I love
Um,
that.
and
Why
it was
he
great.
in New York in the first place?
That's
His
such an
friends,
important question.
So him and his friend, his best friend, they like started some business together, and they're looking at bringing it to New York. They were like on a tour in New York.
Vibes. Good for that.
Yeah, cool.
And
We hope you pop off, Steven.
yeah, go Steven.
Go Steven from LA.
Pop off, King.
And then he flew. He's actually from Orange County. I kind of like said LA to make it better.
That's why he's a surfer.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
And
Is he scary?
Is he Republican?
No.
That's what I meant.
No.
Okay.
We didn't get into politics, but
Yeah, you didn't have to.
it's fine. I'd
Sometimes
rather
it's
just not
better
know.
not to ask.
I'd rather not know.
Oh my
Especially
God.
when it's your weekend.
Yeah, he
A
was
weekend
not.
fling.
He was
Yeah, we
totally
don't need to
boyfriend.
know.
So he flew out and left, and obviously we've never spoken again. It was
Right.
like perfect.
Of course.
Yeah.
But right after he left, Dean texted me. I was like,
Of
wow.
course.
It's like
he could smell it.
Sniff it.
Mm.
And there's like 5 messages, and one of them is a novel. Like, it's
Oh.
so long. And it
my
literally was
God.
so lame. It was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I wrote this in my drafts and I forgot to send it to you."
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right. We see
We see
right
right
through
through
you.
you, Dean. We see right through you.
And basically, he was like, "This just felt like it was getting too serious, and I'm
Grow
not,
up.
Yeah.
I'm not
Grow up.
ready for something like that, and I
Mm.
respect you too much."
Oh,
Ew,
please.
Well, no, because he wouldn't have texted if
Thank
he didn't
Exactly.
make you feel guilty
Exactly.
Right.
for what you have done.
So I ended up on top. I felt in the end because he was being so embarrassing.
Did
and
you
like
answer or did you not?
I did answer because that's the kind of person I am, and he never answered me again.
That's
and
why you don't answer.
I know, but the worst part, I was riding high. I was like, one day he's gonna see me out. He's gonna be like, I was.
Oh, no.
I miss her.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I
The
really
one
was
that
such
got
a
away.
fool. Like,
The one that
I
got
was
away.
such a fool. We
Yeah.
had such a once in a lifetime connection.
Yeah.
She was so cool,
That's the thing
and
about
she's gone.
Yeah.
And I
That's-
was like holding that.
People are idiots.
wait,
dumb
and then
idiots. Okay, sorry.
There's a part to the
Yeah.
story.
I texted him this week. Like,
Why?
I got a little tipsy, and I texted him to come
no.
over.
Oh, booty call.
And he answered right away. He was like, absolutely,
He's
like,
I
I'm
was
out
thinking
right now,
about
but
you,
like,
baby.
as soon as I'm back, like, I'll come over.
What?
And I was like, wow, like, I do hold the power. I always held the power.
Pussy power.
So, I was.
But
it
he's
was-
coming over because now he's like, it's just sex.
well, right.
Because now he's like, oh, I've unburdened the obligation of a
It's
relationship,
true.
and I've gotten to be like, hey, I respect you too much to let you down because I'm not ready to be in a relationship, and now he's gotten out of the way, and now I can be like, yeah, now I can fuck her without feeling like a jerk.
I have a question for you guys. Do you prefer on the first date the guy or not? I mean, one of you set your intentions. Like, would you rather somebody be like, I like you, but I'm not looking for anything, or would you rather get to know them a little more first?
I like the intention because if you know at the first date, like, look, especially if there's a connection on the first date, like, don't lead me on. Be like, listen, I'm really vibing with you, to be honest, but I am not ready for anything more than just a casual fling. You know, with respect, of course. But is that okay with you? Because that to me is like a sign of maturity. Well, of course, will only make me fall in love with them more, unfortunately. But I had that once on a first date, and I was like taken aback, and I was like, I really appreciate that because now I know how I want to choose to navigate this situation.
Yes,
I agree. I'm also someone who's just open though, and I get annoyed when people put limits on something.
Yeah,
before
me too.
They're like, it's too serious. I'm like, I'm not looking to get married. Like, just
we know
follow
who was like that
the vibes.
for me, and it was a constant.
Yes, it's just too
him
much.
saying that over and over again.
Well, my long-term boyfriend said on the first date, just got out of a relationship, looking for something casual, but I like you as a person. Let's keep hanging out. And look what it turned into.
Exactly.
Right.
Just be open.
Yeah, just be open.
Just be open.
People.
Be open.
And you can say that. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be honest.
Yeah.
I think being honest will help you in the long run.
Yes.
And that's a
That's
lesson
a
of
long
life.
Be honest. It'll help you in the long run.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I texted him, and I was like
over?
drunk during the day. It was
Yes.
like kind of an earlier drinking.
Yeah.
It was crazy,
A
guys.
party.
It was one of those. And so he was like at some game, like a soccer game in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
And he's like, I'll come over after, like as soon as it wrapped. I'm like, oh my god, okay. So I went home, I took a nap, and I woke up and I said, absolutely not. Like, I do not want this. So I waited for him to be like, okay, game's over, like I'm gonna come over. And I was like, actually, I'm still out. I'm in my bed. I'm like, I'm still out right now. Like, we're just gonna have to rain check. And he goes, that's fair. Let me know whenever, I guess. LOL.
Oh, shit.
And I felt powerful again. I was like, yeah, no, I will.
But the games we play.
Yeah.
The games we play.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My therapist was like, don't play games.
Well, I think one day I will want him to come over.
Right.
Yeah. We'll have to
And then
save
you'll have
him
some
for another day.
some pillow talk about
Yeah,
about now that I have you in my clutches.
No, but I don't want him
What
like
are you so
that
afraid of?
anymore.
Hold on.
'Cause
Imagine after all of that, he's really bad in bed.
He definitely probably
Could
would
be.
But
Could be.
yeah, I don't want him like that anymore. Just like the idea of having someone in New York City that it's like will come over when I text them.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's where we're at. That's
that's where we're at.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
This past
That
week.
was riveting,
All
to
up
be
to this
honest.
past
Yeah.
week.
Thank you.
We folded in a lot of
That was a lot.
side
I know, I'm
convo.
sorry.
No, it was good. It was good.
Wait, can I speak on the topic of playing games?
Yes. Go ahead.
And at what age must those stop? Because I'm starting to feel like, without revealing exactly my age, it's still being young, by the way, if you're curious, that it must end. Like games, like playing games is so the old me, you know?
Yeah.
It's so high school, college. It's so like.
Would you play games though?
I've found myself in a position where I can either
Or were
participate
you
in a
playing
game.
with?
Excuse me?
Do you
That was
think
so
you're
Oprah.
Play with?
Always. It's like,
Oh,
that's the
wow.
thing. It's like, if you're not playing the game, then you're being played with.
It's so true.
Oh my
Until you
God.
find someone who's also comfortable not playing the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel with my married boyfriend.
I don't want to play no games.
Like, we're not
I
playing
don't
games.
have energy for
We-
that.
For that situation, it's like, clear, we know what this is, we know what we like, what we want, no games.
Perfect.
Love that. Very calming. But I'm in a position where I might be playing a game. So,
You're in a position right now where you're playing a game? With
yeah,
who?
this freaking story you asked me to talk about.
Oh!
How quickly you forget.
Go on.
So,
That was stupid.
the other night, I got into some trouble. It all started with her.
Me?
You.
What did I
So we had a friend in town who is a fashion gay. I want a sound effect for that. It's a fashion gay.
do? Okay, more editing work for me.
And I don't need to get into the details. There was a store opening. There was a lot of cute gay people there.
Yeah, it's a high fashion brand from Sweden.
Whatever.
I just
And
want you guys to know.
she invited me to go with her to this party. We were drinking prosecco's.
I thought you could meet some fashion gays that you thought
I
were cute.
did meet some cute people, and that's not who the games are even about.
Okay. So then
I'm drinking. We're drinking prosecco's. We have a cocktail, and there might be some people I work with that I'm having crushes on, and the restaurant's closed this night. This is key to the story.
Okay.
We're all off on the same night. Rare occasion. So of course everyone's like, let's go out together, all together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to play it cool. Like, I have another like event this evening. Like, I'm not just like desperate for the work hang, even though I'm like, I can't wait to go to the work hang.
Yeah.
So I like get lubricated with my alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Socially lubricated.
And I decided to text my crush just to be like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Are you guys going out tonight? And he's like, yeah, we're going out tonight. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I did something I was proud of. He just told me what his plans were instead of me texting again, being like, oh, cool, like, I'd love to see you later. I waited for him to ask me what I was doing.
Love.
That's a lesson of love. That's a lesson of games, okay? That's where the game began. So he's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm at a party right now for this fashion brand. But let me know when you're at the bar and I'll try and come by. And then he let me know. He was like, come. So then we bundle ourselves up, go to WeHo, have more drinks. I'm getting drunker. I'm drunk.
He's 3 sheets to the wind.
3 sheets to the wind. I show up to the bar.
No vacancy is what it's called.
Okay. All my coworkers are present, like vibing, dancing. But this is where things get a little blurry for me. Like, I remember like what happened, but there's like details that I was like, ooh.
Who needs details?
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that. Yeah. So my work crush is there. We're at the bar. Chattering away.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was saying, unfortunately, but we're on the topic of kissing.
Uh-oh.
Kissing, should we kiss?
Oh my god.
Are we gonna kiss? We kiss.
At the bar?
Yeah,
Was it good?
I don't know.
Were your other coworkers seeing it?
I don't know.
I think part of the fun
How do you feel about that?
I wish I remembered, like what it felt like.
I think part of the fun with hooking up with the coworkers, if other coworkers see
Oh,
it.
they were definitely on display.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about our penises. And it's like,
They're penises, if you couldn't hear that.
oh, what's yours like? What's yours like? And then he grabbed mine.
Oh, okay.
So you think done deal, right? You're like, wow, work crush success. You're gonna have a fling tonight, and let's see.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh.
Wrong. Because my ex-work crush.
Well, we have to call him something else.
My ex-work
And
crush.
taco.
My taco, who I've decided is not something I want to eat.
Okay.
My new work crush is having a crush on my old work
Oh
crush.
my god.
What the heck?
Not allowed.
That
is
is so
not allowed.
So he's talking to me, so I have to tell him, well, that's my old work crush, and we've already done
The fact that someone you thought was attractive once and someone you think is attractive now thinks that the old person's attractive.
Right. And I'm like, what?
It is
I'm
disgusting.
like, what am I, chopped liver here? Like, I'm the prize, I thought.
You
I'm
are
the
the
prize.
prize.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. Like, been there, done that with my old work crush. So, if you want to go forth. Like, I'm the prize, but go forth.
Were you saying it in a really passive aggressive way?
I don't remember how I said anything that
Oh,
night. So
I can imagine
truly,
it.
no, I don't think so. Because I'm sounding confident now, but in the moment I was like,
you're weak.
oh my god, he likes him, he doesn't like me.
Oh my god.
Aww.
Well, I think he could have been saying it to you to like a way to like, see
But
how you'd react.
truth-
Like a way to get you jealous.
No, the truth is no one can really say because
Yeah.
I apparently wasn't
We
fully
were all
present
wasted.
there,
We were all
and
wasted.
they were wasted. I was wasted. You go to the bathroom together, nothing happens.
Oh.
I think that's where he was chattering to me about my old work crushes while we were in the bathroom together. I was like, no, that's not what's supposed to be happening while we're in the bathroom together.
No, you guys are supposed to be getting hot and heavy
But-
and touching each other's weed.
No, I didn't touch anyone's weenie that night.
It's so disappointing.
And I think that what was I gonna say? Oh, so he's chatting. I think that my new work crush is just like honestly, he seemed like he was down to just get some that night.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
And
horny.
it wasn't about me. It wasn't about him. It was like I want something.
Yeah.
And go you go get that sex if you want it. So then I go back. I returned from the bathroom. I
Yeah.
You think?
to the dance floor. I decided to go chat up my old work crush. Just say hello.
Yeah.
I can't remember what exactly I said, but we do end up kissing.
No.
Toxic.
You're a problem.
And then
I think in front of the new crush.
no,
too,
he wasn't right there, but he was around.
Oh my
I
So
guess.
he probably saw you guys.
Maybe. And upon
Okay.
reflection, I'm thinking maybe it's not as bad as I thought. You know? Like, in terms of,
Sounding
like-
kind of bad.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no, no. Me thinking like, oh my god, he didn't want me at all. But I'm like, I think maybe he just wanted both of us. At the
Okay.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then.
Probably.
Never say no to a threesome with your coworkers is what I say. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wait. So then, later on, my old work crush and my new work crush disappear together, and they're kissing.
Oh my god.
No.
And that's the game that I found myself in, right?
This is like
Yeah.
middle school. This is high school theater.
Yeah,
is.
it's high school theater, and I
Working
already
at a
did that.
restaurant
It's high school
is
theater.
high school
Yeah, it's
theater.
crazy.
Working at a restaurant is high school theater,
This
and
is
so
what
Yes.
happened.
now I'm in this place of like, oh my god, like, what's going on? Is this gonna be a competition? Is this a good game? My therapist is like, don't play this game. Don't play this
I love
game.
that you tell your therapist about this stuff.
Of course.
I think my therapist is really bored by me talking about boys.
No, my therapist loves it.
Ugh. I wish
Absolutely
my therapist
adores.
loves it.
And she was like,
All I want to talk about is love, and she's like, "Ugh, what about your parents?
you want to hear something hilarious?
Yeah.
She compared these men to Swiss cheese.
Oh,
What is- in
my
what
God.
way?
They have holes in their life.
Oh.
And you're gonna have to emotionally fill them.
Yeah, but don't you want to?
You
No.
want to,
And she
you
was
want
like,
to.
no. She was like, you don't want to have to fill someone else's holes. You want a piece.
No, you don't.
It's all about filling
She's
holes.
like, do you want to mom them? Do you want to have to fill their emotional gaps?
No,
No,
yeah,
you
right.
don't. You want someone to match you. You need a crisp, sharp cheddar to
You need
go
a
with
husband.
your sharp cheddar.
Well, you just need a partner.
Yes, and she's like,
Okay.
these are not them. But she's like,
Okay.
if you are okay with it not being like that, and you want to just, and I'm like, maybe I am.
Well,
Okay.
I think if you don't want to play games, you need to take yourself out of the game.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
right now, you're the main star
No,
of the game.
I don't think so.
And okay, we'll finish the story about the apartment.
Oh yeah.
We end up back at my new work crush's apartment, me and a friend who's a
Yeah,
girl.
not the old work crush.
And I'm falling asleep lightly because
Classic.
I'm tired. It's so late.
That is classic John.
Yeah, I'm always falling asleep.
In public.
Honestly, really
gift.
annoying. He falls asleep in like really inappropriate situations.
Like
While
what?
we're having dinner, just the two of us in the house, for example.
You were about to fall asleep there too.
Yeah, but I was trying not to.
I was trying
for the
not to
sake of
too.
our
Dinner.
dinner.
We had a long trip.
John Anthony falls asleep constantly.
So
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep.
It's inappropriate.
Our friend is like, I'm leaving, I'm calling a car. And I was like, oh, okay. And then my new work crush is like, you can stay if you want. Do you want to stay? And I, in my mind, I'm like, he's just like seeing that I'm falling asleep, embarrassing. And he's like, if you need to crash on my couch, go for it. Like, that's how I was interpreting it.
You might be right.
And so
honestly.
then I was like, no, I have therapy in the morning. And then he was like, well, I have Wi-Fi.
No.
And I was
This
like,
is a Starbucks?
wait.
No.
Now it's feeling like, no, but I want you to stay. You know what I
I think
mean?
he did want you to stay.
Yeah.
And so then I left. And then in the car, after I had woken up a little bit more, I was like, wait, should I have stayed?
Well, if you're falling asleep, you don't want to fall asleep while
Right.
you're cooking.
Also, you don't want to do therapy from his
Oh,
apartment.
no.
That's
I would have had to
crazy.
leave really early
Yeah.
and do therapy at home.
That's
But
maybe
that was
fun.
besides the point.
I think it's okay that you left.
And I think I should take myself out of the game.
I think you need to be
Especially
out of the game.
given the fact that we all work together. Anyway, Jared, do you have anything you want to share with us now about your love life?
No,
Yeah, tell
my
us.
love life is non-existent right now. I think I'm in between love interests.
She had a brief cockamamie idea to move to Miami to be closer
Basically,
to a crush.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Like for 6 months.
Okay, so basically my work is opening a new location in Miami, and they were like offering us 6-month contracts to move out there and open the restaurant. And I was like, hey, it could be super fun to live in the tropics for 6 months out of my life, which in the grand scheme of things is nothing.
I think that sounds fun.
I
No,
guess, thank you.
that is crazy town.
What?
Yes,
It's
because
not like she's just going.
No.
You made it sound like
No.
Dre was just going
Because-
for a guy.
because she was.
No.
But
No.
her job, the universe gave her
No.
the opportunity.
No, stop
Look,
right now.
Auditions are remote. I can probably model in Miami because they like curvier bodies. And,
Is that you?
Yeah, what?
well, I have a big booty. I'm in
Okay.
my big booty era, if you guys didn't know. But
Well, the truth is, no one should be moving for work for a job that has nothing to do with their career.
Whoa, hot
Yeah.
take.
First of all,
well, I guess I'm feeling a little frustrated in my career as of late, and so
Uh-huh.
maybe I wanted to
To spice things
escape
up.
for a bit and like recalibrate.
but I
you
think
know?
escapism is your go-to.
You know what this astrologist told me
Tell us.
is that due to my planets, my chart, eating is a comfort for me. How disgusting is that? That is literally in the stars for me to pig out.
Isn't eating a comfort for everyone?
It's for us.
I love eating.
Some people eat when they don't eat when they're stressed. They lose a lot of weight.
I love eating.
Yeah, I eat all
I
the
love
time.
eating. I
My
love
day
eating.
revolves around when I'm gonna eat. Like I
Yeah.
love to eat.
That was the only
I
happiness I had during the
hate
height
that.
of the pandemic was,
Me too.
what will I eat today?
My
I love
entire schedule during the pandemic was looking up a recipe, going to get little ingredients for it, and then cooking it.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
did.
don't even need to cook it. I just want to eat it. Like it's
I
so
was like,
fun.
what will
Yeah.
I eat? Yeah.
What else is happening in my love life?
Well, you're SS.
What?
SC, but you know, the sound is SS.
As what? I'm sober and celibate. Okay,
We'll see
so
how long
here's-
that lasts.
Here's what I realized. I was not horny anymore. Like,
Oh.
I felt like the entirety of last year, I was like going through something, as is well documented on this podcast. So and I was like, I'm a girl boss. I'm just like fucking. I'm a hoe, guys.
I'm a
And
hoe.
I'm a hoe. And I was like, I want to try every flavor. Like everybody that's like kind of cute, I'm gonna fuck you. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's how LA operates. It's like, oh, you're kind of hot. Let's fuck.
Maybe for your class of people.
Hot girls.
Yeah.
No, that's just how West Hollywood is in my experience.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, I'm not horny like at all anymore. And then I was like, you know what? I think that means it's a time to take the step back and only have sex with somebody if I actually feel something towards them.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And build back up your horniness. Like sometimes you need a
Yes.
break to.
So I'm not celibate. I'm just only gonna fuck someone if I actually feel anything for them, which is why I accepted a free trip to Miami on behalf of this rich guy's money to go see another guy and fuck him.
Woo!
The guy who she was gonna move to Miami for.
Not for stop it. And
You're
if,
so lame.
and-
That's your pattern.
no, stop. If he listens to this, I don't want you to freak out.
Oh! She's not doing it. It's fine.
I'm not doing it. I like him fine. He's a cool guy.
But also, who doesn't want to just move to Miami for 6 months? Like,
That's what I'm
Who
You're
saying.
acting-
wants to move to
That's
Miami?
what
a
for
lot
6
of
months?
people. You're acting like
And
she was about to move
I also
to like
want to say
Minnesota.
No, but
that guy that I went on the trip for was ignoring me one night, so I hooked up with a celeb. So
Wait, what?
Barely,
yeah.
Can you
barely.
whisper?
Stop! I can't. He's not super famous, but he's definitely on the up and up. And he's in a major blockbuster this summer.
Would I know? Yeah.
But
Yes.
we unfortunately did not fuck, but his hair did smell like honey.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
This needs to be discussed off
But
camera.
yeah, well I randomly got my period and I was like, let's run a red light. But he
And
was like,
no.
he's like, no, I'll see you in LA, which
Oh.
means he'll never see me.
Right.
Unfortunately, but it's okay. It was fun. It
And-
made me forget for that night.
Right.
Good.
Yes.
Well, another factor about not moving to Miami is the fact that you just moved into your own apartment.
Oh yes, big news. I just moved into my own apartment, which we are sitting in right
So
now.
stunning.
And-
Guys, living by yourself, game changer.
Big news, guys.
Changement.
Big news. I also moved into my own apartment.
Yay!
Clap for me,
sorry,
bitch.
sorry.
Oh my god. Like, wow.
Yes, John Anthony followed suit, which means before we were mere steps from each other.
Yeah.
And then he literally saw me and was like, bye, bitch. He was
We
like-
lived, she lived in the back of me for a total of 1 month.
Back of me
Yeah.
is a weird way to say that.
Okay.
Basically, he lives in the main house and I lived in the garage area that they converted into 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. And
Yes.
we were so excited to live mere steps away from each other.
We were gonna do the pod all
Like,
the time.
all the time, so easy to coordinate.
Yes.
And then,
and all the
I
dreams were
left.
dashed.
yeah. But I'm so happy.
Yes, living by yourself.
Living by yourself.
I just for fun looked up apartments in New York.
Don't.
Dude, I said it to all the places that I would want to live. You know, all the desirables, even Brooklyn. A total
Brooklyn
of
is super
a
desirable.
total of 4 apartments showed up within my price range, like studio apartments. It was like, and it was like scary,
Yeah, dark.
like dark, like base damp,
Yeah. Moldy.
Dangerous.
We just found
Yeah.
out Alyssa's rent that she pays to live with 2 other roommates. She could live in her own 1-bedroom apartment in LA.
That's
Yes.
true, but it's not New York City now, is it?
Right.
And hold on, I just wanted to say I'm not sober in like a scary way. I'm doing a sober month because it was just my birthday, and mommy needs a cleanse.
Mommy needs a cleanse.
Just so I can be sexy for summer, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like brain fog, so I need to clear that up
Yeah.
so I can do some work, you know? Does anyone have anything to add to that?
No, I think that's right on.
Do you guys feel brain fog though when you
All
drink?
the time. Not when I drink, just in general.
What do you mean?
Like you're just not clear-headed. I did find out I have ADD recently though, like
Oh,
the past
really?
year.
Do you
So
take stuff for that?
I don't.
Oh.
You know, I went 22.5 years of my life just no extra time on tests,
22,
you know,
yeah.
sitting in class, twiddling my thumbs, and I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think now that I've less structured my day-to-day, the ADD is much worse.
Mm.
But
Oh.
I don't think I'll take any medication for it because
Yeah.
it's just who I am. It's who I am. I lose everything. I forget everything. I sometimes am paralyzed by my own thoughts, and it's fine.
One of her quirks.
It's fine. It's quirky. It's fun.
You know what the 3 sisters were talking about the other day?
What?
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 We were talking about like lip flips.
Oh my god, I want a lip
Oh.
flip
Do you think
so
she should get one?
badly for my upper lip.
Oh my god.
Like
Whoa.
I don't know.
Well, hold
Whoa.
on. I feel like your lip when you smile doesn't go in that much though, and that's what the lip flip does.
It's just uneven.
It just, like, keeps
my
it
top
out.
lip is uneven,
Is
and
it? Let me look at you.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. Sorry.
I feel like it's not.
I want like a fuller upper lip.
Well, you could get filler.
I know.
You get filler like me, it changed my life.
Maybe I should, but I'm scared.
Yeah, it is scary. You listen. You don't need it. You are the lead of a rom-com.
Who's gonna cast me? And where's the romance in my own life? Where's the rom to my com?
Dude, the longer I'm out of a relationship, I'm like, how was I ever in
It's
one?
impossible.
It's like-
Yeah, the longer I've never been in one, I'm like, how could I ever be
in one. At this rate, I'm gonna be freaking.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, hold on.
Would you take your husband's last name?
No.
We were talking about this
We were
earlier.
talking about
I
this.
think I would hyphenate. Maybe. It depends if I was already famous though.
Right.
And it depends if they're more famous than me.
Right.
Like
But then you'd be living in their shadow. Like,
Haley Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what about if you have children with them? Would you, and you kept your
Hyphenate.
name, would you give the children his name or your name?
I think,
Those
like,
are the
in the
important
case
things.
of me and my ex, the crazy one, I think I would give him my name. He said that too. He said
Which
that
is
too.
better.
She just
He,
like that.
he
That's
wanted to
weird.
take my name. He was
Of
like, I
course he
hate
did.
my last
Of course he
name.
did.
Well, he had I actually quite enjoyed his last name. It's very simple, nondescript, like very classic American.
Yeah, but it was kind of like boring. I think yours is better.
Christensen.
Yeah.
The issue with my name is it's 20 letters long.
That is long.
That's long.
That's a lot to write down on
Andrea
forms.
Lee Christensen.
Oh, your whole name, not
My
your
whole
last name.
name.
I was thinking your last name's 20 letters.
Well,
I didn't
here's
really
what
think
I
that through.
I've always wanted to change my name. I think it's like
Wait,
Wait, your name's longer than mine. Mine's 19, I think.
Okay, I beat you.
I'm like, let me
I don't think it's catchy, my name.
Sorry, we're counting our names right now.
Okay, well, should I just entertain you guys while they're busy doing that?
Wait, I lost count already. I
You
think.
guys are annoying.
Anyway.
Mine's 19 letters long.
No, it is
Yes,
not.
it is. Alyssa
Okay, now I really
Lafredo.
have to find out.
Wow.
Sorry, it was very important that we
I
did
feel like
that.
every American girl's middle name is Marie.
Yeah, it's my grandma's name. But it's
always
true.
a grandma's name.
19.
Whoa!
Oh, do you think your mom planned it that way?
No.
No.
Should we count
Okay.
Michael's? No, it's good.
No.
No.
I'm fine
He's
without
not
it. He's not here. He's not
here.
here.
What's his middle name? Out of
Lewis.
curiosity?
Lewis.
Whoa, that's out of left field
Our
for
grandfather's
me.
name.
Not
Okay.
even though. It's like that's not
Why
his
are
name.
you John Anthony Lewis Lafredo? Is
I named
too
after my
My
crazy?
grandma.
exactly.
My
His
other
name's
grandma.
John Anthony
You guys
Lafredo.
are so many grandparents. I guess I have the same number.
Yeah. Most people do.
Okay, so should we end?
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like I want to keep talking to them.
Maybe the last thing we can do is we can talk about our Venuses. Our Venuses.
You guys didn't even know what that was until yesterday.
I know, but it's really enlightening.
So I had a disaster trip to Vegas recently, you guys.
We can't, unfortunately, get into detail.
We can't get into details at this time until everything has been resolved. Let's just say it was a disaster, but I did walk with $1,400.
Woo! I'm so jealous.
Yes. What was I gonna say? Oh
Is
yes.
that good or bad?
Ultimately, my trip to Vegas for my
No.
birthday was a disaster. However, I did have an astrology reading.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party.
At the girl that we went to's
Yeah.
birthday, she had an astrologist. And the one where they told me that I eat for comfort. And it's written in the stars. My Venus is in Pisces.
Let me read to you what that means. I'm on CoStar right now.
And for reference, my moon is in Cancer. Mic drop. Everybody's silent because
I'm like,
they feel
I have
bad for me.
I have
It
no idea
essentially
what
means
that
that
means.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Okay, so her Venus is in Pisces, and for all of you that connect with that as well, here's what it means. Venus in Pisces means your romantic side is sentimental, dreamy, and gentle. They have an endlessly deep well of compassion. You have an endlessly deep well of compassion and love, but have trouble protecting yourself in relationships. Do you connect?
Here's what I realized recently during my celibacy period. I'm overly sentimental about like every romantic encounter I have. Like I want every date to be the one. And it's like
Me too.
Me
Me too.
But
But
I
I-
quickly realized that they're not.
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
fast for me.
Well, I just like hate. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
So do you connect with that description?
Yeah, because like now that I'm out of like the horny phase, like hoe phase, I'm like, I love love. Ultimately, I love love. And here's what I was gonna say before about the guy who like stopped himself. Is that everybody just stop thinking like, oh, there's always gonna be someone better. There's always gonna be someone better. Honestly, if you find somebody that you vibe with,
Ride that wave.
Ride the wave.
ride the
See
friggin'
where it
wave.
goes.
Ultimately, there is no love of your life. There's many different periods of your life that you're going to be in love with different people. Don't keep looking for the one.
I agree.
Because you're gonna keep yourself from finding someone who you'll be very happy with.
I love
Yes.
that, guys.
Yes.
I love that.
Okay,
Yes.
read to me mine.
Okay, so John Anthony, his moon's in Taurus,
But we're talking
and
about
his, I'm just,
Okay.
yeah, your moon
Context.
in our life. We're
Okay.
giving context.
context.
Okay, so his Venus is in Gemini,
Uh-oh.
which means that his romantic side is dynamic, curious, and easily bored. You love witty banter, but you may have trouble deepening your relationships. You tend to be a bit timid and discreet with your crushes because you don't know how to be forthright.
That last part to a T, I agree. But having trouble deepening relationships is really like, what's that about?
No, because
What is
John
that
Anthony
about?
said this yesterday. He's like, I don't agree.
Don't.
He's like, witty banter and have trouble deepening
No,
relationships.
I agree with witty banter.
Yeah, but you've never had a boyfriend.
And that's not
It's
my
true.
fault. That's not my fault. I've tried. I've tried really hard.
What do you do when you try to deepen the relationship?
I have had very deep relationships, like connections. We talk about very intimate things and connect. I don't have trouble going there.
I don't think you have trouble going there.
I don't have trouble going there at all.
I think the
Okay.
only flaw
I
he
think-
may have is forcing people there with him.
I don't force anyone there with me. I just think that they get scared of it.
What is your type like, personality wise?
I don't have a type. See, this is where I agree. I'm easily bored, dynamic, ever changing in terms of
Yeah.
like what I decide that I like this day.
Yeah. Do you think you want somebody that like, you know, I was just seeing a TikTok about this, about like, maybe you don't want opposites attract. Maybe you want somebody who's there with you, you know, who's like on your vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what most important to me is someone who makes me feel at ease.
Aw.
Very important.
Yeah.
So you can be
Love
your
that.
nastiest self with them.
Okay.
love
I don't know if
that.
that one's funny.
Hot.
Yeah.
Let's find out what Alyssa says.
From what I remember, because yes, we read all of these yesterday.
We were like, we have
What's
to
your
get
moon,
into it.
Alyssa?
I don't know.
How
Her
can
moon
you
is
be-
Scorpio.
Okay.
We're both Cancer. We have the same birthday. We're both Cancer suns.
That's wild.
And then our moon and rising are flipped. Her moon is Scorpio and her rising is Taurus. And my moon is Taurus and my rising is Scorpio.
And guess what? None of that means anything to me.
She
but I
doesn't
do
get it.
relate
How can you be
to.
a girly in the 21st century and
I just can't with
Okay,
it.
here's you. Here's you. Venus in Leo.
Leo?
This means that your romantic side, I'm reading this all from CoStar, so forgive what's about to happen.
Sorry, it's not
So
Channy Nicola.
So forgive what's about to happen. Your Venus is in Leo, meaning your romantic side is idealistic AF.
I just like
They need
can't.
a lot. You need a lot of love, care, and validation. In return, you don't hold anything back. Like I don't believe this about you.
This is not true.
You
No,
want-
is it true with you and Dean?
Wait,
No,
wait.
we
You
don't.
want a passionate relationship, though sometimes it just seems like you like drama.
Oh my god!
Literally none
Do
of that is
everything
true
for
for
the
me.
story.
I think that's wrong for her.
All of that is so false.
Because she does hold back.
I
she's,
hold back
she's an
so
emotional
much.
withholder.
Yeah.
Oh my god, well maybe as you grow older.
And I also the drama that is
I
so
just don't-
inaccurate.
so-
Like I'm so not confrontational, and I'm someone who will just remove myself from a situation and not like create drama in it. I ghost.
Really?
Yeah,
I
because
thought you literally just said you don't ghost.
I don't ghost
She's
in
like,
that
that's
way.
not the kind of
No,
person
sorry.
I am.
When I say I ghost, it's like when I know that I'm being ghosted, I just disappear. Like I'm not someone who sticks around. Dean was the first time that I went back and was like,
can't
"Hey,
let your
remember
name
me?"
down.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Like I literally
Yeah.
don't care. But usually I'm just someone who doesn't want to hear the truth, the hard truths about why something's not working out. So I'll just disappear and write my own narrative in my head, which is that they love me
Yes.
and they were just too scared.
Yes.
So I'm happier
Yes.
that way.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, that was so false. I feel really upset that I
I'm so
Don't relate
sorry.
to
Well, I
that.
want the two of you to get your astrology reading.
would totally do
come
that.
back.
Yeah,
here.
I'd do that.
My astrologist lied to me.
Oh no.
I would say. She said that my life is going to take off and change in March. It's April.
Maybe
It's
she,
April.
maybe she meant May.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
the
she read
groundwork-
that wrong. Maybe
Maybe
she
the
read that
groundwork
wrong.
started in March. We
Yeah.
can't see it.
Maybe
yet.
she's
Yeah,
like
yeah, you're right.
March.
But
But
I'm
it's really
I'm actually, yeah, Yeah, she was Chinese, and I think she mostly spoke in Chinese.
Whoa,
There
so there
was
you
like
go.
Maybe you misunderstood her.
Yeah, you're right. I am, however, in love with my new astrologist at the party because she drew cards for me, and she said that this whole period where I'm not working as an actress per se, it just means that I'm developing, and there's something right around the corner.
So
I love that.
so you
In,
like her?
in May.
No, that was different.
In May, maybe.
Yeah.
I know.
Is that-
it's right around the corner for
So
me.
you like her even though she told you like to eat?
It's just a truth.
She's just a truth teller.
It's just, I do like to eat.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you
What?
something? I almost got, what do you call it? Got read. Like I got a reading almost
Okay.
once. With my almost boyfriend because his mom got a reading when she was our age, and the woman predicted their entire future. Like, she predicted that she was going to meet her husband. She met him the next month. They got married. She predicted that she was going to have triplets, and she had triplets. Like, she predicted all of these things. So on one of our like fake dates, I visited his hometown, and we were like walking around, and there was an astrologist there, and he wanted to go get a reading with me because we were the same age that his mom was when she got the reading, and I was like too scared, and I was like, I don't want to know the truth.
Which almost boyfriend is this?
College, like the end of college.
Why didn't
And so I
that
never
work
went.
out? Why didn't that work out?
It's just like, you know, we graduated, and we were moving to different cities, and we never had enough time to get like serious before that happened, you know? So we went in knowing it was just not time. It was the wrong time.
I would love to have a boyfriend, honestly.
Me too.
Me three.
Imagine the commitment, knowing what I know now. Wow.
I can't.
What?
I can't even
What?
imagine it.
It would be
I
like,
can't.
okay, everyone, I'm closed.
Everyone.
Everyone, Los Angeles, my legs are closed.
Should we do Glimmer?
Yeah.
Glimmer of
I had to go low because my voice is a
Okay,
little
that was like
dry.
somber.
Yeah.
This is a segment we get to do at the end of every episode where we talk about what's getting us through it, the light at the end of the tunnel, what's making life worth living.
Can you slow down? I don't think I understood a word of
You
that.
can play it back on half speed. Oh my god. I'm like, do I even have one?
I don't know that I have one.
How about our trip to Sicily this summer?
Sure.
It's far away, but
You know,
Oh!
it's too far away for me.
I just sent off a new script to my team that I was going to make my short film with, and this one is simpler, and they're on board, so we have a meeting to talk about it on Tuesday, which I'm hyped for. Cool. And one of my paramours from New York has sent me flowers for my birthday, so I'm excited to get those.
Oh my god. I don't really know. I guess what's making me happy is the fact that I have moved into my own apartment, and I'm excited to continue nesting and really creating a space for myself that is beautiful, deserved, and sacred.
Wow.
That
Beautiful.
was amazing. Beautiful.
Beautiful,
Deserved,
and
sacred.
That was good.
Go ahead.
I think my glimmer of hope, I remember mine last year was that I had just dyed my hair for the first time with those horrible highlights. That's not mine now. My hair is, I think, going back to brown soon. I think my glimmer of hope is this trip in Los Angeles has given me this interest in maybe pursuing living in a different city.
Wow.
And that feels hopeful. Like, I feel ready for a change, and I never saw myself living in New York City. It just felt like I had to. And I'm ready to explore. Like, I want new. I'm ready for new. I did just re-sign my lease. But you know, there's sublets. There's things.
Yes.
If something came about, I would definitely find a way
Alyssa
to.
could even sublet my apartment while I went to Miami.
Shut
It's all
the
adding up.
front
It's all adding
door.
up!
It is not added up at all.
I
The
know,
calculations
it's adding up.
are not calculating.
I don't have a car, so that's like the
Okay,
problem.
how about this hypothetical scenario? An opportunity comes up for me to move to Hawaii for 6 months.
Okay, let's just throw out random things. Hypothetically, opportunity comes up for me to live in London for 6 months to work theatrically.
Ooh. Is there anything you want to say?
Hypothetically, a boyfriend appears and he has family who lives in Europe, and we have this wonderful adventure together, and I can't be tied down to an apartment. I'm living my life gallivanting to his various homes in the countryside.
Well, hypothetically, I have a boyfriend as well. And
No.
Amazing and beautiful and puts me at ease.
Well,
and also excites me. Electrifies me.
Here's actually a situation where I don't want a boyfriend. I have so many projects in different cities. I'm living out of a suitcase. I'm hopping from town to town. There's no time to focus on anyone but myself.
I love that.
And my career.
Hypothetically,
That's what I really want, actually.
I'm on a plane, I'm on a bus, I'm on a train, I can't be stopped. Like, I have places to be, and I can't have a job that's, like, making me not be there.
Hypothetically, I'm so rich before the end of this year that I don't have to work in a restaurant anymore.
Oh!
Hypothetically, I pick up a side gig that supplements me to have my own apartment, or maybe 2 or 3.
One more. Andrea?
Hypothetically, I have a little blonde, long-haired dachshund.
Okay, what a wholesome note to end on.
It's so cute. They're so cute. I want one.
Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for guesting again.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for making us do this.
Yeah, to
You're
reinvigorate
welcome.
our lust for life, as one of our episodes was titled, I feel like.
Yeah, our lust for life has been reinvigorated.
Yeah, I think that's the title of one of our episodes.
Right. It's a recall.
It's a recall. Or callback.
Yeah,
recall. We're taking that episode off here.
Wait, the fact that we named an episode The Full Suck and Come, so iconic.
I missed
like
that
it.
one. So
It's one of our highest listened.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I think that we should.
you gotta get scandalous with your
I
titles.
think we should take off all of our episodes and start afresh.
What?
Shut up!
I don't want anyone to know anything about me anymore. That's my Scorpio rising.
What?
As we're literally spilling the beans.
Okay, well, thank you again for listening. This has been
Horny for Love.
Thank you